Your dad ended up becoming US Marshal, am I correct?
Correct. After his career as sheriff, he was appointed or nominated and then appointed under President Bush. He was one in '93 head United States Marshals, and his area was the Western District of Virginia, and he served 2 terms President Bush and 1 term President Obama.
So your dad had a very, very lengthy law enforcement career.
Yeah, and he was a very unusual guy in that he was extremely hands-on. Um, he was not a office guy all the time. He was always involved in getting into something, as I call it. I remember in school, uh, I was in a class and they would have the speakers on the wall, and Mr. Carney, the principal, got on speaker and said to the teacher, "Hey, send Jeff Pike to the office." And me and my brother were not ones to get in trouble at all. I say this all the time. The only person before I became a policeman that I'd ever been in a fight with was my brother, uh, and we just didn't get in trouble. So I go to the principal's office, and that's my brother, and he goes, "What'd you do?" And I said, "I didn't do anything." So we go into the principal's office, and Mr. Carney's smoking a pipe, and he said, "You Pike boys, sit your ass down. Your daddy's done been in a shootout down the road. He's done killed a man. I know how rumors are in this school." And we're like, "Wow, what happened? What happened?" He said, "It's okay. Your daddy's done." He kept saying, "Your daddy's done killed a man." And we're like, "Can we get out of school? We want to go to the sheriff's office." And he's like, "No, no, you're going to go back to class." And we did. And when we got out, we went down there. And my father, had been a call for a woman that was seen with this suspicious gentleman, an elderly lady. And what they didn't know was this gentleman had uh, committed a robbery in Baltimore, Maryland, and he had shot a cop and took his gun away from him. And when they got the call for this elderly lady, what he had done was taken her from her home and taken her to the pharmacy to get some prescriptions or try to get some prescriptions. He was on pills. So uh, just so happened there was a gentleman that was interested in applying for the sheriff's office, never been on a ride long, never been in law enforcement. And my dad says, "Hey, come and go with me. I'm going to go out here. They're looking for this lady." And so this complete new guy is interested in being a police officer is in the front seat. They pull the little lady's car over. And when this guy gets out, he had not, and I'm not a big gun person. I mean, I've got guns and whatnot. A Smith and Wesson cylinder rotates opposite of a Colt, and whatever he had, he'd used one round to shoot the policeman, and he lined the cylinder up wrong. And he pulled the gun out and stuck it up to. There was another deputy there, stuck it up to his head and said, "Die, you son of a bitch!" And it clicked on the empty cylinder. Yeah. So, and it was big headlines here, but I think that was very indicative of my dad's career. Even as a marshal, I would go visit him. His office was in Roanoke, Virginia, and the deputy marshals would come up to me and go, "Jeff, your dad's out with us on raids. Your dad's pulling people over. Your dad, you know, is involved in all these things." And he said, they were like, "We've never had that. Most of these marshals are just figureheads and you never even see them." And they're like, "We're worried we're going to get our marshal killed because your dad insists on going with us on tactical entries." And I said, "Well, he's just old school. He believed that if you were the sheriff or the marshal, you should be, he was the guy that would kick the door in. He was the guy that was dragging the person out." And it was very unusual for that era in that most of these people, once they got to that position, merely stayed in the office, drank coffee, went to lunch, was at home by 3 o'clock. But he was, pulling over cars and patrolling and doing a lot of things that, you could call my dad. Our phone number was in the phone book. Good luck calling, and it would be serious things. And my dad would get up 1, 2, 3 in the morning and go to them. And, that's unheard of now.